I've got something to admit to you guys. We picked up some stragglers. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi. 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 You want to be pet? Here. Come here. Oh, wow. Wow, are we just going bananas? Yeah. Hi. 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 But that's not the main reason why I'm doing this video. This is a pod light from Mocha Performance. I'll have the link in the description down below. And Mocha contacted us a while ago and asked if they could send us a light. It was actually during harvest. I told them, yeah, that'd be great. I'll put it to the test. And they said, sure, we'd love to send you one, and you can try it out and see what you think. And if you like it, give us some name recognition. So today's video is brought to you by Mocha Performance. This particular model is the MA44. It's a pod light. And it's on a collapsible pole here that you can mount to like a service bed of a truck, farm equipment, all kinds of stuff. It's 9,000 lumens, 12 volt, really heavy, looks built really well. I was trying to figure out what machine to put this on, and during harvest we were just so busy because harvest is chaotic, I didn't get a chance to put it on a machine. But I've got a better idea for this thing, and I honestly think it's going to be a great fit for our shop. As you can see here, I've got 5 swivel wheels, and I took them off a creeper that looked just like this one. One of the corners of the plastic had broke off and we lost that wheel, so the creeper was pretty much worthless, so I pulled all the wheels off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a stand with these wheels, with this pod light mounted onto it, with a big old battery. I'll show you in a second which battery. And it's going to be able to wheel around the shop like a big stand, wireless, because it won't be plugged into the wall. And you'll have bright light on whatever you're working on whenever you need it and be able to adjust it. This articulates up and down. You can extend it up and down. I see a lot of good things coming from this. This here is an old battery out of one of our buds. It's a ginormous battery. It's huge. It weighs like 100 pounds. But you can see here the terminal got loose at one point in time, and on a 24-volt system, it arced and literally burnt it apart. So it's worthless to use on a tractor. But the battery's still good. So why not put that baby on a rollable stand and have that power an LED light from that over there and have tons of light? This is getting good. So let's go to the junk pile. I'm going to go take the Cummins. You guys have seen that truck. And let's go get some iron of some kind. I'm going to find something for a bottom plate, a stand to put those wheels on, put the battery on, mount the pod to, light this shop up. And I think it's going to be a good fit. In case you guys are wondering, we're still cleaning up the shop. Haven't made it to there yet or back there. And those tarps need folded and put away. But I'm going to be over here today. After we go to the iron pile and find something to use. I'm in the 94 Dodge Cummins. It's got a 12 valve, 5.9 liter Cummins in it. Nearly 270,000 miles on it. Original miles too. Pretty sure this thing's never had the engine opened up on it. It shows. It's a little weak. You can tell it's a little low in compression. Runs pretty good though. The truck itself though, it's got some hard miles on it. And my buddy, Kobe, is coming along for the ride. Kobe is hoping we jump a rabbit or something. Farm Dog Ownership Courtesy 101. Always roll the window down. Dog Ownership Courtesy 102. Always stop and let the dog out before entering a farmyard so he can find the critters before you get there. So that's the old truck. It's a good pickup. We actually really like driving that thing. So I'm looking for something that'd be a good base, good thing to mount those 5 wheels on that I'm going to put on the bottom of that light. Something that's sturdy, something that can hold the weight of a heavy battery and look somewhat decent. So let's dig around this pile, see if I can find something. After a quick pass for this stuff, that press wheel looks like it'll work great. Wheel, 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 wheel. And then I'm going to have the battery in the center. I'm going to have some arms come up, hold the pole. Let's take it. Here it comes. Hop on in, bud. Okay, back from the iron pile. I think this press wheel's gonna work really good. It's pretty wide. Let's find out how wide that thing is. That's roughly 26 inches. That's a pretty wide press wheel. It's off an old John Deere hoe drill. And I think we found it in our field. It might even been off one of ours. Let's put some wheels on it. Don't want that to melt anything. So I'm thinking something kind of like this. I gotta still measure and space it out evenly. I'll probably pull the wheels out as far as I can and then just weld them to the press wheel itself. And then we'll flip it over and then I'll start building the stand in a way that I can put a battery in the center of this to keep this the weight on the lowest possible. And then this is gonna be sweet. I'm gonna like this. So I went ahead and just roughly placed the wheels in the 5 spaces and then measured an equal distance between each one. So I have about 13 inches between each wheel. That'll come out pretty close. Then I'm gonna take this Sharpie here. I'm gonna mark off each spot where each wheel is, come back in with a grinding wheel, grind it down to shiny metal, then I'll weld these on. Now to grind it, put ear protection in and eye protection. The reason why you grind down rusted iron is weld. When you heat iron up to the point where it becomes molten, it sucks in the impurities, which is in rust, dirt, rust, all kinds of things. And electricity doesn't flow very well through this, I forget what the term is, for the rusty surface. And so, oxidized surface, I believe is what it's called. So by grinding it down to fresh metal, then as I weld with my MIG welder, electricity will flow through there, creating the metals to bind and mix with each other a lot better. So let's weld it up. Now, before I finish welding all these up, I want to test this out. So let's roll this around a little bit with the wheels just tacked on there. See if it rolls well. Ah, perfect. Yeah, I just finished welding them up. I just went ahead and did 4 tacks on each one. Not really a tack, I guess, a bead of weld on each one. It seems to be pretty level. It rolls really nice. Strong enough to hold my fat butt. But my real question is, can I surf on this thing? Well, with this thing built, now I got to figure out a mount of some kind that will allow space for the battery to sit on top, but will hold the pod securely. These came off that New Holland S1070 sprayer that we took off when we built Big Brute. And they're hollow, square tubing here. So I'm going to chop these ends off. They already got angles cut on them here. I think I'm going to make a 4-post setup that goes to the center here. I think that'll work good. So let's put these in the chop saw and cut these ends off. I went ahead and marked off an angle here. You'll see why I cut that. When I put this together, it'll hopefully work out when I weld it up. But let's use a plasma cutter instead. Okay, just plasma them, see if we break this off. There we go. So I got to make 2 more of these, as you can see, which means I got to cut this guy up right here. Good thing to do after you're done cutting a piece of iron like this is dunk it in some water. That'll save your hands from getting scorched. It's fast, it cools it quick. This is gonna be the tricky part. I gotta take a level this pipe, make it perfectly true, straight up and down, and then slowly put these in the correct positions, tack them all around, and then I got a pipe I'm gonna put inside here that's gonna replace this right here. And I lightly tacked around the corners here, so these can be spread and moved in and out. I'm gonna slip this sleeve here inside there, and that's gonna hold the pod. What do you think? Not bad. Now what I have not done is I have not ground off the powder coating off this New Holland blue metal here. I haven't ground the rust off this pipe here, and I haven't ground around down here where I'm gonna be welding on all of that. I'm just gonna weld it. I know I can burn through that. I told you guys earlier to grind that stuff down. Grind that stuff down. Went ahead and welded this all together. I didn't weld every seam. There's no reason to do that. It's not holding a tractor. It's holding a light. And down here, I'm going to slot a triangle on each side of this tubing here, and then I'll bend it in and then weld it up around to make it look a little better, because that looks kind of bad. Okay, finished that. Hey, buddy. You're standing all by yourself there. Oh, look at that. It fits. Like a glove. Look at that. Big batteries going right there. Power, be a switch. I want to make a table on here too. I decided that afterwards for tools to hang on. So when you're working on something, and then if you need more elevation with this bad boy, just loosen this up. Tighten her up. And she's way up there. You can see it fully extended. It's got to be up there a good 9 feet, which is about what I want. So I'm going to go find either a bottom of a barrel or something. I'm going to go to the scrap iron pile. I'm going to build a table that attaches right here that's going to have slots for tools and all kinds of things. So when you're working, you can pile stuff on it. Hello, scrap iron. We meet again. So I'm kind of liking the bottom of this. I believe it's an old chicken feeder or something. I'm not sure. It's pretty big. And it's got this really nice tray on the bottom. I might take that off and use it. Let's take it! Hey guys, watch this. You want to run? You want to run? Kobe, you want to run? Whoa, 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 I'm driving. Okay, you want to run, Covers? You want to run? You want to run? You want to run? Okay, hang on. I'm stopping. Hang on. Gotta pull it out of gear. All right, here we go. Run! It's a race. He's got to try to beat me back home. He's not going to win. You made it! Good boy. Okay, I'm just going to take a plasma cutter, knock out every one of those rivets, pull that pan off, cut a hole in the center, and mount it to that sweet light over there. I got the tray off. I went ahead and marked right here this dimension, because that's what the size or the diameter of the pipe is. And I got 2 of these. These are the brackets that are meant to bolt to the side of like a toolbox on a truck bed or something, which I'm not following the intended purpose of this light. I don't think they'll mind though. I think they'll get a kick out of what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna sandwich this plate between the 2 of them. You guys will see how I do that in a second, but let's cut this hole out and then mount it to that pole. Okay, hole's done. Let's put it on. All right guys, there's the finished project right there. I got the tray on it. It swivels. Notice there's tools in it already. And then down here I put in a toggle switch on, off. Now obviously this thing needs paint really bad. I'm gonna wait till we paint something else, then the paint gun will already be wet. Prime it, then I think I'm gonna paint it the shop blue, like see all this crane or gantry crane and our lift over here, that blue. I want to paint it that blue, kind of like the New Holland blue that's already on there. But I'm sure your egging question is, how bright is it? Let's flick it on. There's lag arms over there. That's pretty bright. I think this is 9,000 lumens. So like if I'm working on this skid steer right here, I just wheel this bad boy up like that. So I went ahead and raised the light up like that. Points down in, just like this is the open bay of a car hood or something. You know, I real lit up, no cables in the ground, totally wireless. Tools right here. And also, I forgot to mention, these are the brackets that came with this thing. I sandwiched this tray between the 2. And that way, if I want to raise or lower this tray, I just loosen the top one up, loosen the bottom up, slide it up, tighten them back up again. Again, I just want to say thanks to Mocha Performance for sponsoring this light and this video. We're going to use it. I have it set up so I can pull that pole out anytime I want. So if I do attach that to our service truck, which is what it's actually intended for, I can still do that. But I thought this would be a fun idea to do in the shop. But I got the link to their website in the description, which is going to be down. And any information you have on these guys, I'd check them out for sure. Really nice light, really bright. You could tell it's made well. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to our channel. If you wait to the very end of this video, there'll be a cool little picture there with lightning bolt and stuff and a little circle that says Welker Farms. Click that circle, it likes it. Any videos down below you guys want to continue watching that are from our channel, it'll be right there too. And yeah, have a good day. So, catch you out. Oh, I didn't make it all the way.